title guide, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Title guide, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Title guide, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas.
Welcome back to the Players of the Realms. We are here for another wonderful evening. We are unfortunately down 2 players this evening, so we're going to postpone that wonderful journey up Reverse Mountain. Instead, we're going to go back several hours before the players had left the alcove. Because tonight we are going to be welcoming another member to the crew, and I will introduce our newest crew member, Oleander. Oleander, say hi. Let's try that one more time. We are back here tonight with the Players of the Realms, and we are going to be introducing a new character or a new player to join the crew with us for this foreseeable future. Once more, with the audio flub out of the way, let me introduce Oleander. Oleander, say hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you, to make your acquaintance, fans and all. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
So, Oleander is going to be introducing his character in the middle of the session live as the players who are here are in the process of repairing the ship. As I said, we are going to be backtracking several hours to when those players are in that alcove. So to set the scene, the night is dark. No lights are out besides the one or two visible lights from the marine ships in the horizon, signaling that they are present and waiting. The sound of the waves cresting and crashing against the red wall, the pull of the tide kind of rocking your ship back and forth. You hear a odd splashing sound heading towards you. Everybody on the ship, give me a perception check.
16 for me.
12.
All right. Let's see, 16 to 12.
I got a.
Didn't see
What?
Jack.
Let's see,
Does that
2.
count? One
So
eye.
close.
I'm one eye. My other eye's blurry.
That's okay. It's probably because you just switched sides. It was adjusting.
Everybody in the smart patches for a show.
Oh, God. With those, Yami, you were so busy helping to fix the ship and do what you need to do because, after all, remember, you technically broke your steering wheel to a degree. You broke off one of the knobs.
Yeah,
You slammed your big fat head into it.
Yeah, that's how I was my first eye. But okay, good to know.
Alright, I'm giving you an inspiration.
Another one.
Yeah, you need one. So,
Thank you, sir.
with that, the others, you would be able to distinguish the sound of the wood being splashed against, signaling that something was coming.
I'm gonna immediately go to the side of the boat to see if it's a marine kind of dinghy trying to sneak up on us.
Alrighty. Oleander, go ahead and give me a perception check, please. Oleander?
Well, Leander, give you a perception. All right then.
Nice. Surprising for this party. Somebody who actually rolls well.
Wow.
I'm not even mad. One of us has to.
But am I wrong? Is it a wow because, it hurts, or just because I'm wrong?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, it's to make up for the dad jokes earlier. Gotta get the good stuff here. But with that, you would hear the sound of a ship or waves cresting against a ship inside of the outcrop. So it's signaling that there is something ahead of you. As your ship is guiding by itself, you do now hear... Do you have proficiency with water vehicles? I'm going to assume not.
No. Soon may the men come.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check, please.
I do have jack of all trades, so that does help.
There you go.
Not much though. Okay, so just a dexterity. Situational bonus. +1. Nope!
There we go.
You used up all your
already
good rolls
applied.
on that perception check.
Yes!
As you're attempting to navigate the rough currents,
About it.
as you're trying to navigate the rough currents, you are unfortunately pushed too hard against the side as your dinghy begins to scrape against the side of the red wall, signaling to anybody within the vicinity that something has hit the red wall. As you continue going, your ship begins to follow the current inward, where you see a caravel ship. Hoshiko, you would be able to see him, and so would you, Edson. You would be able to see the dinghy kind of turning in. And
I'd like to point out that
following
I have dark vision. So even though this is a very dark night,
you still see it in a chromatic scale.
Fair.
It's
Can
black
I
and
make
white
out?
at most.
Yeah, can I make out how many occupants the boat has?
Yes, one.
Okay, well at least it's not a marine boarding party.
Was it like one of those, like a small boat, like how when Luffy
Yes.
first set out?
Yep. Well, like how Luffy when he first set out, like episode 1.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Kind of like lean into Hoshiko. Somebody coming. That boat over there. There's only one guy on it though, so I don't think it's a marine boarding party.
If it was a marine boarding party, they either let this guy come here to die, or they just didn't want him no more.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
or he's just that confident in his abilities.
that's true. So do we leave him? Do we shoot him down? Do we leave him there, or do we get him on board?
I'm not one to open fire without any reason. At least not initially.
All right. Do you have a coin? We could flip
sure.
We could flip the coin. One side we leave him, other side we bring him on board.
As this is going on, Oleander, what are you doing?
Realizing that the caravel is probably my only way alive, I have two choices. I can either go down with my ship singing, or call for help. How damaged is my ship at this point?
You're not taking on water yet, but you have done damage to the starboard side, where basically you damaged the top starboard side.
Okay. Could I potentially get to the caravel without crashing?
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Alright then. Oh, yo, 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 yo.
You
I'm
cannot.
getting better at
As you are trying to fight this current and sing at the same time, alerting everybody to your presence, you end up turning the ship to the dinghy too much, and it causes you to come in on the caravel on its side. So now, as you are hitting the bow of their ship, you're hitting it with your side, which is causing your ship to begin to crack as it's trying to, move around, but it's being forced by the current. Now you are taking on water.
then.
All right. Well, I'm pretty confident whoever that is probably isn't a Marine. Mostly because I don't think a Marine could sing that well.
Oshiga's gonna grab rope and throw it over.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
not the
gonna.
entire thing. He's holding on to one side, and the other side's going down.
You're not even
I
tying it,
say.
like, you're just going to attempt to drop him at some point.
No.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
a
you
look
gotta
over
pull
the
him up.
bow and see exactly what state our would-be assailant potentially is in.
Scratching his head, going, well, I guess there's no need for to deploy the anchor then. Oh, a rope! How nice of you! How pleasant! Thank you for your help. I'll grab the rope.
Oshiga's gonna
I'm
look at
so
Edson.
sorry for hitting your ship.
Oshiga's gonna
feel
look at Edson.
absolutely
I might
terrible.
drop this rope. You should take it.
I immediately tie it to something.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check to get up.
All right, then. Yes, my next. Oh wait, that's acrobatics. Athletics. I'm not too bad. These. Oh, I'm actually terrible at them, but apparently I roll well.
Good roll. You were able to climb up to the top of the ship.
I will just kind of walk onto the ship and just be like, climb up onto the ship and roll over and say, "Why, thank you for your help, good friends. I'm so sorry for hitting your ship. I'm not a very good helmsman. I was never really taught how to properly ride a ship. I got the idea down, but the actual practice of it is especially dangerous in these choppy waters. Getting past the...
You certainly picked an interesting way to come aboard. What exactly are you doing around here? A boat that large can't exactly launch from an island and get all the way to the Red Line.
Well, to be honest, I didn't come from the Red Line. Well, I didn't come from an island, but I came from the Red Line. It's a long story, I don't want to go into it and bother you with it, but I apologize for running into your ship, I really am. Otherwise, I'm trying to, well, leave the Red Line, to be honest.
What the hell are you doing on the Red Line? You shipwreck or something?
Well, I told you before, I came from the Red Line, I guess.
Yeah,
It's complicated.
Nobody lives on the Red Line.
No one lives on the Red Line.
Yeah. Well, almost nobody.
Oh, no, that's a bummer.
Where exactly did you come from?
Oh, I came from a lovely place called Marishwa. It's a pleasure to meet you, by the way.
Say that one more time.
Marishwa.
Why does that name sound familiar? Edson.
Edson's any cordial emotion immediately drains from Edson's face as his entire face just kind of goes stone cold as he immediately flips out his rifle and draws it, pointing it right underneath Oleander's chin.
Sir, I know I ran into your ship, but I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to damage your ship.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Them? Oh, you mean Tenryubito, Celestial Dragon? Why, yes. Is that a concern with you? I'm sorry if it offends you.
Give me one good reason I shouldn't blow your head off.
Well, I can think of several, but you're being rather rude, and I haven't really done much to bother you, have I?
That isn't a guarantee of innocence. Especially not when your kind's concerned.
Enough. I do acknowledge the absolute barbarism of some of my fellow kindred, but I am not like those fools, and I have my own reasons for getting off that damned place. Why do you think I'm trying to leave?
Like I said, he cocks the hammer. One good reason.
One good reason. Well, have I done anything to harm you?
That doesn't mean you didn't do something to harm others.
I'm going to say pause for a moment. How are the rest of you reacting to this? You are seeing the confession of being a celestial dragon. You are seeing Edson holding the rifle to this man's throat, cocking it back. How are your characters reacting?
I would come in at this point because I didn't see him come in.
Well, if you were on the deck, you would have seen it at this point.
So I'm gonna just be polishing, finishing off the touches to the steering wheel, and I'm gonna look up and be like, "What the hell? Who the hell is this?" Picking up more stragglers, and then I'm gonna looking with my good eye, my good eye, my only eye, and I'm gonna see the Edson gun click to his head. Huh. Who the hell is that? What's going on?
Some dude. He's a celestial dragon. We pulled up.
I'm drawing both my blades, and I'm gonna get to the back of his neck. Yeah, I'm immediately running up to that. You're gonna see me draw my blades, but you're gonna see me reverse it with the sharp side, and I'm gonna put it right on the other side of his head, like his neck. Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Okay, whoa. Let's calm down. Edison, you already have your gun to his neck? That's okay. Well, not okay, but you should give him some breathing room. Kenshin, this is the first time you actually have your sword out, so you should be careful with those. I don't want you actually to cut yourself.
Oh my god, I'm giving you inspiration.
Raising an eyebrow, my one eyebrow.
Now, whatever your name is, straggler, explain yourself of why you're at the sea before you end up getting decapitated.
I'm leaving Marijois. Is that not a good enough reason?
Oleander, what is your current state right now with a gun cocked and at your neck, and now one sword? Or two?
Yeah.
One sword. Pressed against the
Check him out, but he's trying to be polite and cordial. He's not. He understands their rage, but at the same time, he feels like it is misplaced in this moment. I can understand that you don't trust me simply on the fact of my origins alone, and I would agree that there are a lot of bastards amongst my numbers, the numbers of the Celestial Dragon, but not every one of us is a bastard. There's a few decent sorts, well, actually not many. Yeah, it's a rarity. Regardless, I care not to harm an innocent soul, not without good reason. Do you have a reason to harm a man who has not done anything to you and does not intend to do anything to you?
That we know of. But why the hell?
Insight check.
Sure.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Not even being deceitful. Just being completely honest.
He kind of, after you finish saying that, he kind of cocks his emotion, kind of comes back into his face just a little bit, and he cocks his head back.
Sir, the only reason why I have to be upset with you is you are pointing a gun to my neck. Otherwise, you've been my savior. Why would I harm you? You've just gotten me out of that terrible situation with the wreck. In actual fact, I am feeling a bit apologetic for what I've done to your poor ship. It didn't deserve that, and looked like in the state it did. I'm so... poor thing. You must have been in quite the fight. See, will I look up and see the mast and see the Jolly Roger? Is the Jolly Roger being
the Jolly Roger is hung proudly and, yeah.
That would explain the violence, the swords, and the guns. You're pirates! Oh, goody. I apologize. Well, I'm in a very terrible situation here.
Yeah.
And what
I'm gonna
Lowering
kind of
the celestial
subtly. I'm
dragon.
gonna slowly lower my gun, put it back on the shoulder, and he kind of just starts walking away.
Well,
Yeah, my
I
sword's
guess
still
I
up.
didn't get you.
Don't cause any trouble.
What
I don't
the hell
intend
brings the
to.
celestial dragon all the way this far out in the cove?
At the,
I've told you like 3 times I'm leaving Marijois. I'm going on a rebellious fence. Then I'm getting the fuck out of here before
You are-
the Marines get me.
you are going to hear
DM
crashing
question.
coming from the kitchen area.
I was just about to ask that.
Yep. Yeah, she heard.
Huh. Well, so long as you're here for now until the captain has say so. Just don't touch
Edson,
my
since-
steering wheel or my fucking swords, and we'll be okay. Stay out of my way.
Edson,
I'm gonna draw my sword
Edson.
and go back to the steering wheel.
Edson, since you're the nicest one here, can you go check on the cook for us, please?
Sure. I'll go and knock on the door. You okay in there?
You're going to notice that there is no answer.
I'm gonna slowly open the door. I'm
As you,
coming in.
As you open the door, you begin to show, more light on the scene. You see that she seems to be in the back corner, twitching and almost robotically mixing a dessert bowl. You see that there are pots and pans that are spluttered all around.
You already made dinner. You don't need to make any dessert. We're not that kind of people. You doing all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Just so you know, if he does anything, I'll blow his head off.
You notice a little more emotion return to her face.
Just letting you know that.
But she continues to mix what she's making.
I'll kind of start cleaning up the kitchen a little bit. Trying to give her space.
As soon as you begin to clean up, you see that she kind of tosses it aside and begins to do it instead.
No,
sorry.
it's
I'm
fine.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. And she
No.
begins to immediately start cleaning.
Well, at least let me help.
She doesn't respond, but she does continue to pile and put things in the sink. Immediately
Yeah,
going
I'll-
to washing the dishes next.
I'll help her, I guess.
And she would do that. She wouldn't actually talk or anything, but yeah.
I figured.
But you do notice. Give me a perception or an insight check.
14.
But why did I think that said infinite?
You notice that her posture has become less rigid around you, almost slightly more relaxed by the end of you helping her out.
Kind of as Edson's kind of cleaning up everything, his usual kind of cheery mood kind of returns to his face slowly but surely. Till by the time everything's clean, he's pretty happy again. Kind of like he didn't just almost blow somebody's head off 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, listen, it happens.
Yeah.
It's like sliding a knife into a man's throat. It just happens.
It was a short sword, but yeah.
Short sword, big knife, same shit. But with that, we're gonna jump back outside as they're cleaning up inside the kitchen. What are you all doing outside?
Well, new guy, you're probably going to be banned from ever going into the kitchen for a while until the foreseeable future.
Did we deprogram her?
Here, did I do something wrong? Is the kitchen like holding important things? Oh, I'll leave it completely alone. I'm not going to bother. If there's
No,
something
it's
important
more-
in the kitchen, you don't.
It's more so as there's somebody who had a terrible experience with your people, and they're still not over it.
Yes, I am well aware of that.
Yeah,
Disgusting
yes,
behavior.
right.
Absolutely disgusting behavior, and they have the gall to call themselves celestial dragons.
And tell me, as long as you don't get on nobody's bad side, you could stay.
I have no intention of causing you any more trouble. If there's anything I can do, well, I don't have much on hand to help that I could do anything. The least I can do is offer a song. I'm a bit of a musician, you see, and all I can do is offer a decent shanty or two. At the very least, I want to thank you for letting me on this ship. I can understand that there's a lot of reasons why not to. I should probably have been a little less honest, but I refuse to lie to someone without any good reason to do so. And lying about who I am is...
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. You have to apologize to the swordsman and the shooter if they ever want to listen to the apologies at one point.
Well, very well. Either way, I will try and not be a burden upon the crew. If there's anything I can do to help around board ship, I am suitable in a variety of tasks. A jack of all trades, if you would. Not very exceptional to any particular skill, well, except for my eloquence with words, and performance skills, actually.
Right.
Perhaps I should give a bit of a song. Hopefully, it might be enough to calm the moods. After all, it's pretty tense up here now, and I feel that is my fault.
If you wanna do sing or whatever, be my guest.
Pulling out his accordion, he is going to slowly begin to play. DM, would you like me to make a performance check, or would you like me to sing? Your choice.
Performance check, please.
Alrighty then. A mediocre performance, but good enough.
I was gonna say you sang beautifully, but if it's mediocre, fine. It was shallow and pedantic.
Me.
But with all
He can
seriousness,
do better.
that is a nice role. You were able to do nice little harmony there. How do the rest of you feel from this jaunty shanty?
Didn't really have a thing for music. It was okay.
Tough crowd.
Edson comes out of the cabin after cleaning up and is like, who the hell's playing music?
The stowaway.
You know we're trying to be quiet, right? If he's playing music, he made enough damn noise when he came in here. It's a reason we don't have the lights on.
He's trying. It's a good
I'll keep
song.
it quiet. Yes, I went with something a bit more somber, but
It's fine.
it's quiet.
At this point, the damage is done. You may as well keep playing.
I will keep it a somber tone then. As he plays-
Don't do anything somber. We're working here. Play something that'll get us in the mood.
Alrighty then. He goes to the classic, singing the eloquent both melancholic yet warm-hearted Bink Sake. Representing the highs and lows of life. It's a very orderly ballad, simple and to the point, something he knows that pirates love well. After all, Oleander has no negative views on pirates. Well, a few, depending on the pirate, I guess.
Yeah, but it's okay. They don't have any bounties yet.
Well, that we know of.
I'll say they.
We said that. Why not?
Only one person should have a bounty coming on him.
Sure.
I imagine our resident bard probably has a pretty big bounty on him, but maybe it's not dead or alive.
Well, he doesn't have it just yet.
Yep. I only just escaped. Oh, gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship our Binks' brew. Sea wind blows to where who knows, the waves will be our guide. Over across the ocean tide.
As the night progresses, you are able to continue on. You are trying to help where you can. We're engaging in fixing the ship. So, what other interactions would you all be having? Seeing as we have this new person, the Celestial Dragons, you have this issue of the Marines standing at bay.
Maybe kind of just watching him as he goes about trying to help.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my good eye on him.
After a while, I get tired of watching him like fail to tie a knot, and I go over and help him.
I know how to tie a knot.
A mariner's
Maybe I'm
knot?
just tying the wrong knot. I'm just tying the wrong knot.
Yeah, failing to tie. What on earth are you doing over here? Tying a shoelace?
Well, to be honest, I'm not very good with ships. Never been taught how to utilize them correctly. It's my first time on the ocean, really. I have my own. I knew this was a bit foolish. I should have studied a bit more.
Nothing you're gonna read in a book that's gonna serve you that well. Experience is more useful. As he kind of deftly ties a mariner's knot.
Oh, that's the knot I should have used. I can see my mistake. Thank you for the guidance, good sir. I never got your name.
I never got yours.
I've said it multiple times. I am Oleander Brightwell.
I'm just Edson.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Edson. Despite, almost shooting me in the neck and killing me. That would have been not a very nice experience to go.
It would have been fast. Perhaps better than
Yes.
some of your kin deserve.
I wouldn't argue with that. Many of my kin are disgusting, cowardly, pathetic. They don't even do their job. Although they don't even have a fucking job.
I understand that. There are plenty of people in this world who work for a cause or a purpose, corrupted slowly.
It's a system corrupt in its core. The world government is. I tried to fix it from within, but there's nothing I can do. I'm too low on the rungs. Amongst Tenryubito.
Tell me, how exactly you get out of there? I'm not exactly a professional when it comes to the kind of security they got up there, but with how much hullabaloo there's about these world nobles, it's gotta be pretty damn tight.
I have a few useful tricks up my sleeves. Here's a fun one, and I'll pull what seems to be a small little. I'll grab what seems to be the locker I'm carrying, and I flip a few latches and pull out from a small, kind of reasonably sized mask. And as I put it on my face, my form changes and distinguishes a bit, as I cast Disguise Self on myself to look exactly like Edson. It's a rather useful trick. Quite useful indeed, in fact. A bit of practice and you can pace yourself off as about anyone, really.
Hoshiko, are you still there?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Terrible.
I want to give you this information. Use it, take an advantage. I mean, I'm just going to end up giving it to you even no matter what, but just, you have advantage.
He rolls a 1.
Please don't roll a 1.
That's it.
He rolls a 4.
Oh my god.
There
Oh
you
no,
go.
18.
As you're kind of looking at this box that is this locker that's being pulled out, you notice written on it is the same language you find on a poneglyph.
Ooh.
It's a nifty trick you got there. Though your accent's a bit off.
You will take the mask
So,
off and turn it on.
I'm able to read this, right?
It's a
You
work
are.
in progress.
So
what-
ultimately,
what-
what you are able to read is basically it basically translates to a toolbox of sorts. Like, that is the only way that you can translate without actually taking to read everything, because you're not seeing the entire thing of it. You're just able to make out a little bit.
The mask
So,
inside the box.
So, Stowaway, why you bring a toolbox?
Oh, this is a gift from a certain individual. It was his personal locker. I've had it on me ever since.
And how long ago? Who was this individual?
Can't not say, lest I invoke shenanigans.
It's not.
And to be
we're
honest, I don't really trust you with that information. This one's a bit personal, I apologize.
Interesting, you trust us with information that would get you killed, but you'd not trust us with information that potentially save your life.
Mm.
You're a strange
There's
one.
something- not wrong.
It wasn't that long ago. You try to shoot his head off. You should understand.
Eh.
Yeah.
That's the past.
It was literally like 5-10 minutes ago.
If you
It's
want,
like
I could
the definition
reenact
of
it.
the past.
Hey, we got.
It's indeed the definition of the past, and I would like to keep it that way. If that is all and good. I have a
It's
few other
understandable.
tricks up my sleeve, but mostly a use of this simple trick and a few occasional other tools, and a good old-fashioned wind of warding with this lovely fan here. And I'll pull out what seems to be a fan. I'm not going to wave it because if I do, it might cause a bit of a blustering wind to appear, so I don't want that. And he'll put it back in the box.
Huh. That actually might come in handy.
Sometimes. It's double-edged. Perhaps it can help you with crossing the Grand Line, because I'm assuming that's why you're here.
Not many other reasons people go to the Red Line.
Well, not many other reasons pirates come to the Red Line. But I do need to go past the Grand Line as well, so I guess we're going in the same direction. Well, I hope that I can be amenable to your crew until then. But it is the captain's say. I believe they must be sleeping right now.
She
Had a
would
long trip.
be, at this point, she's
brain.
actually working underneath with Grizzly to repair the ship. 'Cause she's one of the only ones that has advantage, has proficiency with carpenter's tools.
I only know that I do owe you something. I guess I can help you crossing the red line into the reaching the Grand Line. It's the least I can do. If you would allow me to help you. I did crash into your ship after all. Might have caused some damage. I hope it wasn't too much. I'll check like the side over the edge. Did it cause any real damage to the ship, or is it just superficial?
No, it's just superficial.
Okay.
Yeah, your ship broke, but no, theirs is fine. Well, I mean, it was already
Aside
damaged.
from the damage that it already has.
How broke was his ship? How broke was his ship?
He had only a little
Already
dinghy that he
fine.
actually crashed into the side and then kind of crashed into you, so it was already breaking, and then he broke it
Yeah.
further.
I was gonna say we might have to take some of the wood from his ship.
Well, it's still up to the captain, but until she's finished, we can use extra pair of hands. Just make sure you watch where you keep them. And don't touch my steering wheel.
And I will not touch your steering. I will also avoid the kitchen, as you have stated. There is an individual there that does not enjoy the company of my kind. I understand this, and I will leave the kitchen far enough alone. Tell that individual they have my promise solemnly, and my word that I will never enter the kitchen, not without their permission.
Yeah,
They
that ain't
probably
gonna do.
listening.
That ain't gonna do crap. But I gave him my word that I'd kill you if you tried.
Fair enough.
And I'm a man of my word.
And I am the same.
And I give my word to Ethan to kill you if he misses.
I feel like now you're just adding on a bit extra.
He's just trying to
I
one
guess
up
it's-
me. Because he knows
Ah.
that I got to doing the noble thing first. His pride's hurt.
Yeah,
But he's always gonna be second.
Number 2.
This sounds like there's a juicy gossip here. I'm intrigued.
Oh, just like that time I beat you in that running race. Ah, it wasn't even
barely.
close.
Barely.
Please.
This is already. Grant me some popcorn. I am intrigued.
Yeah, I'm not your entertainment, bud.
Oh, sorry. I did not mean to be rude or anything. I'm just. Oof. I feel like I did something wrong there. I meant it only in a kind of intrigued manner. There's not really much to do up in Marie-Joie other than write letters to those to the loved ones of fallen Marines and watch the rabble go about their bullshit day in and day out. Into politics was the only thing you could really do up there, and it's pretty vicious if you don't know what you're doing. So I enjoy a bit of good gossip, not to be rude, and I'm sorry if it came off as immature. I'm a very polite man, and I don't like wronging people, especially people who saved my life, as far as I'm concerned.
Would I have heard anything about celestial dragons writing letters to Marines? I feel like something like that would have been a pretty big thing in the rumor mill.
Go ahead and give me a history check. And now,
17. I'm assuming that they actually let him deliver these letters,
That's
or
what I was
they
gonna
actually
question.
mailed them, because they probably didn't.
did you make sure that they arrived at the family's house, or did you?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that they would not let you go to the family.
No. I made sure. I did it through my individuals who I may or may not. I made a bit more loyal to me, because I have a few people probably sided with me, and a few individuals who I knew in the Marines who like low admirals or things like that, who I'd occasionally have a chance to interact with. I'd ask them to hand these letters to their family personally.
You
As a request.
overestimate things. So with that, I'm gonna say go ahead and roll. Pick your dice. and I'm gonna tell you whether you got them, if they got delivered or not.
Percentile dice time.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Percentile
even and
dice.
even and odd, baby.
Oh, great. All right then. Well, let's hope.
You
Roll
can
twice.
do it.
Well, it's odds.
Damn.
So you, as far as you know, Edson, you would have heard a rumor that there was there was one letter that arrived, but once that one letter arrived, the Gurusei got wind and got more clever. Understanding your rebellious nature, they decided to keep tabs on you. So whereas you have limited funding, they do not. So you don't necessarily know that some of your people were outbidded, but one or two letters definitely got through, and that you would have heard through the rumor mill.
That's noble of you.
Miss Obleash, it is my life's duty to serve those who I rule over. That is the duty of a ruler, isn't it?
Not for most of your kind.
You would not be wrong. I'm happy
Come
to
over
hear
here.
that some of the letters got through.
Edson,
That's
how's it
better
go?
than nothing.
Yo.
You mind if we have a quick word over here on the side?
Sure.
I'm
I'll
gonna walk a few ways, at least out of earshot. I'm like, huh? Isn't that girl Celestial Slave? What if he's here to come capture her?
You're
don't
not
do-
gonna get far.
They don't do that. They send people for that.
I think just for now we should keep that to ourselves.
I
Until
think the
further
cat's
notice.
already out of the bag with that one.
Well, let's just keep an eye on that situation at least, with a very good attention to the details.
And besides,
That guy, he seems too
even
nice
if we
for a
kept it to
dragon.
ourselves, I don't think it'll be. I don't think the little girl would be able to hold her fear back.
That's fine as long as he's nowhere near her until we can figure all this shit out. Especially until Captain comes in and makes a decision.
He doesn't strike me as being that bad.
Yeah, I don't trust it. It could all be a ruse. But we'll just keep an extra eye on him. All right. Well, I guess the huddle's over, so I'll go back. All right, guy. As long as you pull your weight around here, you're okay for now.
Very well.
And Hollander, can I read your toolbox? Now I don't really care about who gave it to you. I'm just curious of the writing on it.
You can read this writing.
Took some practice.
Careful who you say that to, and I'll let you have a look. I'll let you take a look.
You just walked over and asked him that right after we just had this conversation that we don't entirely trust him.
I'm pretty sure
Really?
I told you guys what I'm willing to do to learn about things.
And I recommend.
You also said that you
much
had
like your
common
friends.
sense about this kind of thing.
Yeah, I would actually agree with them here. Careful with how you proceed there. They will go out of their way to end you for such knowledge.
And besides, we're on a ship, not surrounded by anybody.
Yeah.
Except a
that could
celestial dragon who just washed up here.
Also, you do see lights in the horizon, by the way. Like, you
Yeah,
know
and,
they
well,
are watching.
marine warships circling around. But yeah, we're all by ourselves, of course.
Just keep your pains in the don't get your pains in a bunch. Hot shot.
Damn, man. Why you always gotta be sticking your nose where it don't belong?
That's a good question. But
I know.
to
I know. You can stick it.
to appease everybody here, I will hold back from reading it. You should go.
Please, at this point, that ship's already sailed. The fact that he knows you can read it is enough.
Exactly. I mean, now it's good, but don't go around saying that everywhere you go, please.
You think I'm gonna say that to everybody
Actually,
everywhere I
like,
go?
as I said before, I'm in
This guy, you
agreement.
said it.
I
So, yeah,
recommend
do
against that. Should you want to keep your neck attached to your head?
I'm not gonna go around going around everywhere to telling what people willy nilly.
All right.
You just told the-
do it on your own time.
That is literally what you just did.
You make it sound like I say it to everybody.
I'm just going to.
Everybody who has random
Everybody,
thoughts
not
riding on,
everybody, just
apparently.
anybody.
I mean,
Not
you
everybody,
you,
just
to-
anybody.
you told the first 5 random people you met.
I didn't tell them I could read poneglyphs.
I thought you did.
No, he said he had a book. He said he had a book full of poneglyphs, and we were looking, and that he was looking for them. You can
Yes.
kind of read in between the lines there, but he never did expressly state it.
Fair enough.
He
I
He just
retract,
said other. He just said other things that are very condemning.
I retract my sentence. My statement.
This is the only time he actually said it out loud.
Yeah, this is the first time he's put that particular nail in his coffin.
Yeah.
So, if you are you handed the the box as you're having this conversation?
Let him take a look at what's on the box, provided he gives it back.
All
I
right.
will actually have my hand on my sword arm if he doesn't return it.
Come on, let's go below deck.
As you go below deck,
Fair
you
enough.
hear the pounding of the hammer as Grizzly and Mira are working. And as you investigate, you see written on it, besides the toolbox, you see storage, and in a separate area, you see the D. That sounded much
Interesting.
longer than I thought.
Excuse me. Damn, that one came from the soul. Hoshiko is going to be annotating anything what he reads into his book,
Yep.
and he's also going to be he's not who's all down there with him.
I think it was just you two. I didn't go down.
Now,
Who's with down there
I'll
with you
answer.
because he's not going to part with that box. It is the one thing. It's like a treasure to him, and you're not going to. He seems to
Okay,
very
Ollie.
much value that box.
okay, Ali. Now, do you want me to tell you the stuff that I get from this book or no? I mean, from this box or no?
If you wish, I'm not against having such knowledge.
Since it is your box, I'll be in your possession. Any information that I read off of this, I'll be sure to tell you.
Very well. Thank you for that. It does have some more personal value to me. More to who gave it to me rather than what it is. But learning a bit about it will stoke some of my curiosity, perhaps.
Understandable. First off, it is a storage box, so whoever gave it to you was using it as a storage. But then it also talks about the D clan, something like that. From what I've read from other books, seems like they went missing or died out long ago. DM, what other information is this box giving me?
That's really it. It's just kind of letting you know what it is. Doesn't say anything more than that.
Okay.
The D-Clan aren't really wiped out, they're just really rare now, aren't they, DM?
We
Yeah,
have
so
a
they're-
D in the party.
We have 2 Ds in the party. Hoshiko and Marshall.
Technically, yes.
Julius, excuse me.
I guess Hoshiko's not technically aware.
Yeah, Hoshiko's not aware, but there are 2 current Ds. So it's not that they're eradicated, it's just that they pop up every now and again.
Yes, and that's a name I hear a lot in relation to such knowledge. If I do ever hear about it, I don't get access to much. Even in Marijois, despite my position as a world noble, there's very little they'll tell you.
Though, all of you, no matter what your title is, would have heard of Monkey D. Garb.
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, I fully expect to run into him at some point, because I know he's going to be the one to try and drag me back.
Eventually, 100%. Right now, he'd decimate you with 1 punch. You'd be...
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't stand a chance right now. Y'all level 4.
Yeah. Yeah, run. By the way, if we see Garp, run. Actually, wouldn't it just be smarter to give the lettuce to Garp, I wonder?
Are you willing to take that chance?
I don't know. Probably I had 1 or 2 given to him. We'll see how it goes. Doesn't really matter anymore. I'm not in Marijois. I left for a reason.
So, Hoshiko, would you be giving the box back almost immediately, or... Alright. So
If there's nothing more that I could learn from it, I'll give it back.
Alrighty. So with that,
So many
you
mysteries.
guys... Sorry, go ahead.
So many mysteries about this world, and yet so little yet so little of it is known. Must reeks of conspiracy to me. Matters not, though. Not like I can do anything about it.
Here's your box back.
Just take the box quietly. Put it away. Or put it on the back.
Over the course of the last several hours, these conversations would be happening. The sunlight is beginning to peak over the horizon. At this point, your ship would be at about 65 hit points. You have another couple of hours before your ship would begin to back up and start making your way to the Grand Line. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in these next couple of hours?
Hoshiko's gonna work out.
Yeah. Got my PT to do.
Oh, yeah, Hoshiko's gonna work out with Edson.
Alrighty.
Oleander is just going to sit down and meditate. Continue his mental training.
What time of the day is it?
It is about to be morning, so we're going to say that it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Everybody who's interested, give me a perception check.
Hey, perception.
I'll give it a shot.
I'm using my good eye.
18.
Nope. Too deep in thought.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
14.
Natural 24, 22.
Alrighty. So, with that, those who rolled a 15 or higher, you would notice that Hina was opening the door to come out, but she kind of subtly ends up closing it after looking around.
Kind of
Yeah,
crane
she's
my
probably-
kind of crane my head over towards the door. Well, at least she's getting a little bit more comfortable.
If you
Hey,
need
well-
me to be further away from the kitchen door, I can, and out of sight, I can go up to the crow's nest or something.
But,
Uh,
Oleander, you wouldn't have noticed. You're kind of engrossed in your
Oh,
meditation.
oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have exactly announced that. That's more like a conversation between me and Hoshiko.
Okay.
Chance, at least you're building up a repertoire with her.
Yeah, well,
She'll be more.
I try
She'll
my
be more
best.
inclined to. She'll be more inclined to talk to you when she does, if she needs anything, or if she wants to ask any questions.
I'd hope. She's been through enough suffering. Anyway, come on. Two more. Finish the set.
Oh, easy work.
You begin to smell the smell of bacon being fried. That everybody smells. You don't need a perception check for that because it's bacon.
Breakfast of Champions.
With that, skipping forward a little bit, we're going to have the ship backing out. It was an epic wave, utilizing current, rowing, pushing, strength-defying odds, as the ship itself was able to be freed from the cove, repaired its 70 full hit points, and begin making its journey towards Reverse Mountain. It's about here that we're going to pause, because next session, assuming we have a full party, we will be entering the Grand Line. The players will be experiencing a whole new world. I get accused enough of plotting their downfall and killing them every other session, or almost killing them every other session. And it's going to get worse. Because now...
We don't accuse you.
J'accuse every session. 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about.
100%. In fact,
I don't know.
I believe Edson has actually accused me on the air, and we had this discussion a while back. 100%.
Hey.
And I earned it.
There was a very, very worrying trend that was developing. I feel like I needed to point it out.
That's okay, because now it might just be every session. Because now you have to worry about weather, you have to worry about the fickle nature of the log pose. Which you do have.
At least we have one, yeah.
So you do have one, you got that pretty much first session. So, we're going to find out what the crew is going to face next time to see if their ship can even make it into the Grand Line. Because they took some serious damage in that last session previous to this, where their ship was ultimately knocked down to, I think, 49. Till then, enjoy your weekend. Tune in tomorrow for the Eberron Tales of the Dawn of the New Era. And check out our new merch store. In fact, we've got new shoes. I'm sorry, I just love that fact. Till next time, catch you all later. We're signing off.
TPK.
On the next episode of Unveiled Pirates.
We all die.
Hey, listen, I didn't do it. Just remember, I didn't do it.
Listen,
All right.
the new guy came just in time to die with us. I love it.
See,
Exactly.
go down with the ship. All right, y'all. Catch you later. Bye.
Later.
Sail on through the tides of flight, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we draw in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we draw in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start.